What's up, guys? Today I've got a 5th gen RU battle against 777 Pokemon Master. His link will be in the description, so go check his channel out after this battle. Anyway, he leads off with Primeape, and I'm going to lead off with Magneton. Now, right away, that's a horrible matchup for me, so I'm actually going to have to switch. I go into Herbert, my Hypno, and this is my special wall, but I knew I could take close combats because I do resist them, but he ends up going for the U-turn, and he gets a crit, and that's going to take out Herbert, my Hypno, in one hit. And that really sucks because I lost my special wall on the first turn of the battle. So anyway, he's gonna go into his Ferroseed as I go into Altaria. Now I know he's not gonna predict me to have Fire Blast because no Altaria ever has Fire Blast, and that's awesome because I'm gonna take out his Ferroseed in one hit. You Violate or not, that's 4 times weak, and I max special attack as well, so I knew that would take it out. He goes into his Crocodile. Now, I was kind of predicting the Stone Edge in this situation, but he ends up going for the Pursuit, and that's going to catch me on a switch. So it does double damage and almost takes it Altaria. But I go into Magneton, and I know he's Choice Scarfed at that point. For one, he switched, and really there's no other viable set for that thing besides Choice Scarf. So I'm obviously going to predict the switch, go for the Substitute, and he goes into his Gardevoir. Now, I was kind of thinking this might be like Scarfed or Specs or something, but he actually shows me Calm Mind, so it's not as threatening as it was, really. If it was like Scarf, I think it'd be a humongous threat to my team, because Hypno's gone. So anyway, he goes for Psychic, not wanting to go for Focus Blast, because if he went for Focus Blast, he has a pretty high chance of missing, and if he did miss, then I'd basically just be able to take him out, or all that would happen is I would lose my Substitute. But I get a crit on him as payback for taking out my special wall, so that kind of worked out nicely. He goes into his Crocodile. Now, he looked up on Smogon, and he basically seen that I should have Magnet Rise and not Flash Cannon, but I switched Flash Cannon, or Magnet Rise for Flash Cannon for situations like this. So a Ground-type Pokemon can't just come in and, you know, wall me. Because Magneton is so slow, I don't really think having Magnet Rise is a really good thing for it. So anyway, he's gonna switch and I'm gonna switch. I predicted the Earthquake, so I went into Altaria, and he predicted Altaria and went into Primeape. So that was a good move on his part. I'm just gonna leave Altaria in here as death fodder because I don't really want to anything else to take that Ice Punch. Really, I mean I do have this Floatzel, but I really wasn't sure how well I was gonna take it. So I completely forgot about this Blastoise that he had, and I just went for Waterfall thinking it was safe. He doesn't really have anything to take it, but that really does suck. So seeing this Blastoise, I know it's a physical wall, because based on his team so far, I know his Ferroseed was a special wall, and this has got to be his physical wall. So I go into Torterra knowing he's probably not going to have Ice Beam. I just guessed, and I guessed right, because he doesn't have Ice Beam, because he switches here. He goes into his Combuskin here, and I'm really not scared of this Combuskin whatsoever with Torterra, because even if he does go for Protect, all that's really going to happen is I'm going to take a little bit more toxic damage, and that's not going to add up a whole lot, and he's just going to get a speed boost out of it. If he goes for Swords Dance, I can take him out with Earthquake, and if he just goes for Blaze Kick like he does here, I know I can live it, go for Earthquake, and take him out. So no matter what he did there, his Combuskin was going to die eventually, so that worked out really well for me. I still have my Torterra alive, and he's just lost his Sweeper, basically, so Torterra's not sitting too well, and he is poison right now, so I'm going to leave Torterra in his Death Fodder. Now, I'll explain the Stone Edge, what he did later. I don't have time to talk about it right now, but at the end of the battle, I will explain it. He goes for Stone Edge, I go for Wood Hammer, and that's going to take him out in one hit. And Torterra is also going to die this turn, which is quite unfortunate, but he did take out 2 members, so I really couldn't have asked any more from Torterra, really. Okay, so Torterra faints. He goes into his Primeape as I go into my Porygon Z. Now, this point was huge. If he was Choice Scarfed here, I would have lost this game hands down. Since he's not Choice Scarfed, I can outspeed him, go for the Tri-Attack. Unfortunately, I get the attack raise, and if I got the special attack raise, this game would have been over right there. Like I said, I don't get it, and he's just going to take me out with the close combat. Now, he's at -1 defense and -1 special defense. Because he's not Choice Scarfed, I know I can bring in Floatzel and outspeed him, and just go for the return. I didn't go for the Waterfall because I know he has his what's that thing, Blastoise left, so I didn't want to go for that and be locked into that because I am choice banded. And seeing that my Porygon Z outsped him, I knew he wasn't choice scarfed, so I didn't go for Aqua Jet. So I'm just gonna leave Floatzel here as Death Fodder, just trying to get some damage on this Blastoise. Because at the time, I really wasn't sure what his moveset was, if he had like a physical, like a waterfall, or like a hydro pump or a surf or scald or something. So I wanted to scout out a little bit, and I do see that he has scald instead of surf. So I know my Magneton can come in safely, and as soon as Floatzel dies, and I can just go for Thunderbolt and take him out. Because if he did have surf and he got like a crit or something, it might have taken me out. I'm not quite sure, but now he's just stalling with Protect, so this Blastoise is like the ultimate Toxic Staller, really. I mean, he doesn't have a good source of recovery, but he actually gets 3 turns of Protect, which is extremely unlucky for me because the first Protect is 100%, second Protect is 50, 60, I can't talk, I'm sorry. The second Protect is 50%, and the third Protect is 25%, and he gets it, so that was pretty lucky for him and unlucky for me, because I'm going to lose Floatzel, and he's just gaining leftovers every turn. So now he's back in green health. And I just got to hope Scald is not a 2-hit KO. He just goes for Protect. Oh my god, I can't talk still. He goes for Protect, just trying to get the 4th turn, because he knows he lost at this point. So I go for Thunderbolt, take him out. So that was a good game. Now, here's the time to explain the Stone Edge on Torterra earlier. Now, he wrote down all the members of my team, and he crossed them out as process of elimination for when one of my Pokemon died. Now, he crossed out Porygon Z instead of Altaria, because it was really early in the morning or late at night, whatever. It was like 1 in the morning, I think. So we were both really tired, and he crossed it out, and he predicted that switch, so that's what went on with the Stone Edge. So he would have won the game if he went for Earthquake, because he could have just Moxie sweeped my team, because I know his Crocodile's faster than Porygon Z, and I don't think I can live a +1 Earthquake on there, so that does suck for him, really. He could have won that, but oh well, it was late at night, or early in the morning, whatever you want to say. Oh well, it was still a fun match nonetheless. Question of the day: what's your favorite RU Pokemon to use, or if you're not into competitive battling, just what's your favorite Pokemon? Mine is probably Altaria, because that's my favorite Pokemon, and I love using it. As you've seen in the battle, it took out his Pharaoh Seed, and he was not predicting the Fire Blast. So I really do love Altaria as an RU Pokemon. I think it fits well in this tier. So anyway, give the video a like rating if you liked it. Likes always help out. It tells me that you like my videos. Dislikes are fine too. That's just telling me that people don't like the videos. And like I said, comment or question of the day, please answer that if you have the time. And see you guys next time.